Nvidia is going to dominate the AI industry way more after agreeing to buy Hugging Face for $13 billion. If you don't know what Hugging Face is, it's this website where you can download open source AI models, like the famous Chinese models you hear about, like DeepSeek. But why is Nvidia doing this? There's three reasons why, and I think they're huge and will change the AI industry in a significant way. First one is Nvidia's biggest customers are all building their own AI chips. You have OpenAI, who 3 days ago was showing off this jalapeno chip that they're currently building and flexing that it was fast. Google's building its own chips. It's been doing it for a while. They're called TPUs. And Anthropic just hired someone from Google to build its chips too. So all of them building their own chips to spend less money on Nvidia chips. Second reason, open source AI models are catching up to closed source models. If you look at this chart here, you see the gap is closing. And according to Epoch AI, the gap between them is just 3 months. So they're catching up quickly. And ironically, last month when OpenAI accidentally hacked Hugging Face, Hugging Face had to use a Chinese model to defend itself and stop the attack. So, good time to be an open source model. The third thing, which is Nvidia's biggest problem, is the chip overhang problem. And this basically means that there's too many chips available, but not enough data centers to put these chips in. Because, they take years to build, but also there's so much pushback around data centers now from a political and social perspective. So what do you do with all these chips now that they're built? You can't put them in data centers because they're taking forever to build. And your customers are building their own chips. You sell them to customers directly. Since last year, Nvidia has been selling this like Mac Mini looking thing called an AI supercomputer. They call it the DGX Spark. And it fits an Nvidia chip inside, the same one that goes into a data center. So now they have this like new market for their chips. So take a second to think about what Nvidia is doing here. They're owning the open source ecosystem as it approaches the closed source model capabilities. But at the same time, they can sell you the hardware to run these open source models in your own house, on your own computer, without using the American cloud-hosted models that we all currently use. This is huge.